Hey, did anybody see that fucking hilarious Twitter back and forth between Kanye West and Deadmau5 or Deadmau5, however the fuck you say his name? I guess Kanye took a screenshot, and in the fucking screenshot, allegedly, there was something up there that showed some website where he was pirating the software of that fucking DJ guy. So Kanye took a screenshot, and I guess this Deadmau5, however the fuck you say his name, I'm old, I should know how to say it. I guess he made this software that helps you make an album. And evidently Kanye allegedly had a website open where you could illegally download it. So he called him out. He goes, you're not making enough money to pay for this software? You got to fucking pirate my shit? And he just wrote dick on it. So Kanye comes back with the barrage of shit, just trashing this DJ, talking about his mouse head. He got a fan in there. I'm bringing my daughter. She's a big fan of Minnie Mouse. Blah, 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 blah. Just like a corporation, you know, just sending reams of paper over, like on Better Call Saul, trying to fucking delay it. But nowhere in it did the man deny that they fucking didn't steal it. As far as I could tell, he immediately capitulation, just immediately switched it from you stole my shit to what's with your fucking mouse head, right? I actually wanted to fucking jump into the middle of it to give the DJ help because he kind of was fucking taking the bait. It's like what a chick does. You know what I mean? They're so fucking good at arguing that they spin you off like you got him dead to rights. And by the time you come through the whole thing, you're like, how the fuck did I lose that? Because they got you. Never react to that shit. He should have just laid back, you know, on the ropes. Let Kanye punch himself out and then just say, yeah, so like I said, you stole my shit. You know? And how's a guy with a mouse head going to take shifts from somebody who wore a leather miniskirt throughout a whole fucking tour? I mean, there was so much shit he could have said back, but he should have stayed in the pocket. I was just like, I was watching that the way I was watching like a comedian and a heckler, you know? And I was rooting for the DJ. I was rooting for the DJ in that one. Provided if the guy stole it. If he didn't. Either way, it was fucking entertaining, you know? Nice Twitter battle. Isn't that nice? Isn't it funny how I'm not into robots driving cars, but I like a good Twitter back and forth, you know? All righty. That's the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. Here comes some music. Once again, we always post at the MM Podcast Twitter feed. We'll always tell you what the music is. Andrew always posts it. I don't know what it is. I am an old man. I am just now trying to update my music. Oh my God, I got to tell you what I was doing the other day. Holy shit. I was listening to, I downloaded all this shit, right? Alabama Shakes, fucking love that album that they have. Was the shit. The Weeknd, I'm listening to that. I actually like that shit. I got to tell you what was funny though was, fuck, I already forgot his name. Kendrick Lamar. I'm so fucking old. Help me out here, guys. I don't know anything that's going on with any of these people. Kendrick Lamar. I'm sitting there. I have to admit, I did have this old guy thought, and I was embarrassed that I had it. I was listening to his album, and I get to this song, and he just keeps going, "This dick ain't free," right? And all I could just kept thinking was, "This won a Grammy?" And I'm not saying it didn't deserve it, but I don't know what the people look like who fucking vote for the Grammys. But the way people complain about it, and how they're always giving it to white people, right? Like the Oscars. I'm imagining it's a bunch of white people, 50s and 60s, right? Takes a while, I would think, to establish yourself enough to even be considered, you know, to be on that shit. And I'm just picturing all these fucking 50 and 60-year-old white people just sitting there listening to "This dick ain't free," right? Sitting there going like... You know, like they can relate to that on some level, going, "Oh, yeah, this like connects with me. I'm going to vote with this." You know? They probably just drive down the hood and stand there for 20 minutes and count how many times somebody drives by. "This dick ain't free." And I keep driving by. They go, "All right, there's enough people listening to it. We got to give it to them." So anyways, but here's the embarrassing thing. What was I listening to? I got to make sure I say his name right. It's Ed. Is it Sheeran? Ah, for fuck's sakes, Bill. You don't know any. I did Conan with this guy. He was fucking great. I think he's great. I just don't fuck it. Sheeran. Sheeran? We'll go with Sheeran. And I was listening to his album, and I was listening to that song One. I was listening to Ed Sheeran One in a Toyota Prius, and I was sitting there going, I am enjoying this. Like, what happened to me? I used to fucking listen. What happened? But when I really look back at the shit that I used to think was bad, some of it was badass stuff. A lot of it, Say what people will say about a sensitive fellow like this, Eddie here, right? He does dress like a man. Unlike the bands that I listened to in the 80s, where they came up just full on. Not only did they dress like chicks, they dressed like hot chicks trying to hang on. They were really like the first real housewives when you look back at a lot of it. You know what I mean? I guess they were still in their prime, in their 20s. I don't know. So whatever. Those are the albums that I was listening to this week. I literally went from 1970, 80 to, I went from like late 60s to late 80s was what the fuck I've been listening to for the last, I don't know how many, since I worked in a fucking warehouse in the 80s. And then I immediately went to like 2014, 2015, 2016. And I survived. I somehow survived, and I actually enjoy this shit. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to help me. I don't even know what the point of it is. But all I know is it's I don't know. That's funny to me. This dick ain't free. The album of the year. I'll listen to it more. I'll try to. It's going into some really white ears here, though. It's probably actually it probably says more about him as an artist if I don't get it. You know what I mean? Than if I get it. He probably doesn't want me to get it. Like, I don't want some 48-year-old white guy liking my shit. Or maybe I'm wrong. What the fuck do I know? Anyways, fuck off. I'll talk to you on Monday.